where we left off was Ravik and Mura, who is now his official Sith apprentice, were in the Sith testing chamber while the rest of the crew was battling respawning Sith-like ghost creatures that they had to destroy the 3 glowing globes in here before they would stop respawning. And that was after Ravik and Mura had passed their test by defeating their mirror versions of themselves. If you remember, you came into the Valley of the Dark Lords to do this testing, and you've been through most of this dungeon, as you can see in your Fog of War. And right now, you have occasionally raided a crypt and gotten a big Sith type of undead coming at you. Essentially, the job you came to do on Korriban is done.
Done.
And at this point, you are ready to get out. Now, you do have the choice to. You can see by the map that you've got the choice. There's other tombs you could try and tamper with if you wished. And there's also, when you get out in the temple area, there will be other things that you can still get to. If you recall, one particular open air crypt kind of thing you guys went after, and you couldn't actually open it. You basically
and there was
failed.
a chest that we couldn't open either.
Yeah, you basically.
But we didn't try the lightsaber.
What was that?
We didn't try the lightsaber on it.
That's true. You didn't try a lot of things on it.
Okay.
It's this one. So you guys go through the temple. You go through the temple again. Basically, walking through the entire area, and go back up the stairs and come out inside a new area. Let me arrange you here. You won't see it until I do. Okay? I'm just putting you in a random order here. Okay. So let me know that you guys can see all this once you double click on your guys.
Yep.
Everybody see where they are?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what you see is this is the Northeast Temple, and the room is glowing softly from a faint dark force power. And there's a chest in the far right wall, and a machine of some kind in the center. A square receptacle sits on top of it.
17, right, first roll. Yeah.
So yeah, you can tell that this machine looks like it's activated with both a datacron, where it's got to fit in a slot, and it's also got a what you recognize as a speaker that's usually used for voice passwords, where you speak a password once it's ready to accept whatever it's got.
Look over at Ravik. You got any secret Sith passwords?
And I say, in Sith.
I mean, basically, what you're looking for is you want to find a specialized Sith datacron that you can load with special data from this machine.
Yeah, we want to load. Yeah, we want to load data on the datacron.
These special items that was actually something
that
I had requested.
Do you have a datacron?
Nobody has a Sith datacron right now.
No, we do not have a Sith datacron.
Not yet.
That's sad.
We can look in the chest.
If
I can use my slicer's kit to try to slice it.
Slice it. Slice and dice, man. Slice and dice.
Hey, Tardek, you mind moving up and catching me in your aura?
Sure. think you're in it. It hasn't
I don't
redrawn
see
yet.
him moving.
Yeah, I moved.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Mm.
Okay.
Slicer's kit?
Yep. You should have a, yeah. Oh, easily. It is no longer locked. So somebody
I'll
want
let you do the I'll let you do the honors, Mr. Seth.
I will open. I will waggle my fingers and open it.
with the force push pull. Okay, it's open.
Yes.
You still have to go look in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double
He's
click
dead.
on it if you remember how to do chests.
I am, and it's not doing anything, Bill. I got.
Oh, did I not share it? I'm sorry.
It should give you.
My bad.
There you go. Oh,
I
there's
tend
a
to,
data
when I
column.
create these things, I tend not to share them so you can't peek at them in the parcels button.
Ooh. Okay, so we've got a.
You have a Datacron.
Yeah, I get there's a Datacron.
And
There's actually 11 Datacrons. But
Yeah, there's
only
10 of
one
them aren't
them
any
is
good.
functional.
Yeah, so we're gonna take
The others
it. We're
are pretty
gonna
much garbage.
and the serum.
and
Serum.
some kind of serum.
It's a
For
raccoon
clearing-
plague serum. Just so you know, they were a type of Sith spawn mutant engineered by the Sith Lord Karnes Muir. And they can give the Rakul plague, which the Sith know, and Ravik would know this. They only have 24 hours before, if they're bitten and contracted or get scratched and contracted, before the plague will turn them into a Rakul. All right.
So we probably need to figure out what the password is for the Datacron
Right.
storage.
You've got one Datacron, and it looks like it'll easily fit in there. But you know
Do
the
it.
Sith ways.
Do
The
it.
Sith ways are, if you try something once
It
without
fucks up.
enough knowledge and it fails, it'll
You're
probably
done.
destroy whatever you were trying to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We need to do some
It's
more.
not a
more.
guessing thing.
Yeah.
We need to do more investigation.
Yes, we need to do more looking
Well,
around.
You know from Salroom that this thing's going to require a password once you put that
Yep.
working Sith Datacron into
Right.
the slot.
So we got to find the password.
Correct. So from the inside, you can actually unlock these doors. So I'll unlock them for you.
Okay.
And
I'll open it.
You'll open it?
We got to go somewhere.
I know. I just want to see you open it. I'm watching the graphics. Okay?
Yep. It just shows me a little bit.
Yep.
I'm going to open the other one.
Okay. Now, at this point, does anyone see anything yet?
See a house plant?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I see a house plant.
Okay.
I
And some
see
stairs.
1, 2, 3, 4 things.
Right.
See something looks like an altar.
I see
That's
a
all I
flesh,
see. Yeah.
I see a flesh raider apprentice.
We just rolled initiative.
Oh, all right.
Basically, you basically have opened it up and found. Some of you can see some things.
Yep, I see 4 bad guys.
Yeah.
Can I move since it's my turn?
Yeah.
Well, I
just
don't know if
second, I'm
that
setting
one-
up something.
Okay, I don't know if that one guy in there is red or not because the other ones are marked as red. The other one,
I'm just gonna move up here so I can see.
Okay. Well, we're in turn mode, so I don't want people to move up and see
Yeah.
until it's their turn.
yeah, you
It's
need
only
to move
because
back.
somebody said, "Hey, there's enemies out there," that we entered the initiative roll.
Yeah.
Okay. And the first
Yep.
one is Tardek, who it is your turn. So
He moved.
you moved
Yeah, I
7.5 feet. As
It's-
you can
it's
see,
to
we've
the
got
left.
the step counter going. Okay.
Yep.
And what do you see? Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, I see 4 flesh raiders and a Tukata.
Tukata. Now,
Tukata.
at that, just a second.
But the Tukata is not red. Or is he?
Yeah, he shows like neutral. It's gray around him. It's red around the
The other
Flesh
ones.
Raiders. Yeah. I wonder if he's their pet or something.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to target this guy and attack with my.
Now, I want to ask something just because I know you guys don't always pay attention to the chat.
I don't see
Yeah, because
anything
I
in the
just
chat.
okay. Yes,
Now, that's telepathic
so-
that you received.
okay. So the Tukatha thing,
Yeah.
we want to save him.
Yeah.
He will be my servant.
Okay.
The Tukatha were creatures created by the Sith.
The Sith,
war
yes.
beast for them. And
And
right now, this one is obviously being attacked by a bunch of flesh raiders.
Flesh. Or flesh, yeah.
Whose
I only
name
see
pretty much
three,
tells
but you
what
see
they are.
4. Yep.
But it's up to Tardek what he's going to do. He's moved 7.5 feet. He's got, a lot more movement to go.
Yeah. I'm going to use my wrist blaster, but I'm reading something
So,
real
Dash,
quick.
you understand Sith too. I forgot about that. Are you here?
I don't want to do that.
I'm here.
Okay. So you heard Mura shout out
well,
something in Sith.
well, actually, it was supposed to be me, but
Well,
I
you
accidentally
have
had
to-
Mira targeted.
That's fine. Mura's rambunctious in his new thing. He would have heard it too.
He's all, ooh.
Yeah, he's like
So you guys heard, you saw that in Sith.
Need to put a damn muzzle on that
Dash,
that
Mira,
guy.
and Ravak all understood that. I'm still waiting for Tardak to make a decision here.
Yeah, I just did my critical analysis on him. So I'll put that on myself. It should be, right?
I don't remember it. You're the one who reads this stuff and tells me.
Yeah. When you analyze a hostile
Save check,
creature,
Okay. Yep. And
yeah,
then
your attack and damage rolls made with weapons.
and
with the
it's a
finesse
roll, so it'll
property.
go away after you apply it.
Yeah.
If it costs you anything, make sure you check off the cost. If it
So this is blaster weapons. Does that mean my wrist launchers are not included in that?
if they're
It just says
is
blaster.
is this the critical analysis?
Yeah.
What's
it
it
doesn't
say
say
exactly?
anything about blaster. It just says damage rolls made with weapons with the finesse property or blaster weapons against that target may use your critical analysis ability modifier, which is intelligence instead of strength or dexterity.
You know
must
what? I'm
use
just
the-
using it as any weapon. I'm not going to play the.
So attack. Missile fragmentation.
Looks like it hit.
Okay. And now. Nice. Okay.
What was that? Was that the actual fragmentation damage?
Um,
Or the hit damage? You got to
that
tell me.
was the kinetic damage.
Okay.
Just,
Saving throw.
okay.
Why is it rolling twice?
Yeah.
It's disadvantage when you were attacking.
Yes.
Drop to 7. I see that up above. My bad.
Yep.
And there's
So
no
I
real-
don't roll fragmentation damage for him, correct?
No, you
Since
do. I
he's-
think it's half. Does it say half damage? Saving throw, taking on a failed save or half. So yeah, you roll
Okay.
damage. And it should be smart enough to know that it's half. We'll check.
There it went.
Half.
Yeah, it's half.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So that exploded,
now,
right?
yep.
You can see the little asset
Yep.
displayed.
And now I'm going to move out of the door here to
Okay.
right around here.
And you
Okay.
can see a lot more now.
Yep. I can see more now. And I call out to the guys and say, hey, remember when I said there's 4? There's actually 7. And they're surrounding the Takata.
And some of them are wounded. You can't really tell that even after you shot. But yeah, it looks like the battle's been going on.
For a
Even
while.
the Tagada's a little bloody, but nobody's super hurt
Except the guy he just shot.
except the guy.
Yeah,
who's
he's
shot.
almost dead.
Dash.
I'm gonna need 103 to make a perception check.
One of the three.
103.
No, 103.
Oh, 103. Okay.
the
A
one that's
perception
hurt.
check. Okay.
Yeah,
Isn't that you?
and
doing
it's got to
that?
beat it. No, it's got to beat an 11.
Okay. Perception,
It's wisdom.
wisdom. Thank you. And it's a check, right?
Yeah.
You should roll these,
Okay.
not me.
Okay, so
You know
I
my
get a
roll
plus.
sucks. So you set your aim. Yep.
Yeah. I got it.
So like you would have missed anyway.
Eldritch Blast.
Wrong game.
Wrong
Right.
game.
Cannot attack when out
It
of
doesn't
ammo.
matter.
Oh yeah. Excellent. Well, I'll let you take one of your
Inspirations
inspirations to.
Sure.
to reload.
I keep telling you guys, make sure you're loaded,
I reload every evening
I know
when we
you
take
do.
rest.
but nobody else does. John is. Great. So, how did it happen? Didn't happen.
He doesn't see anything coming, and all of a sudden he has a bullet hole between his eyes.
It was very uninspiring. So let's go to the next person.
Yeah.
Speaking of uninspiring, it's Ravek's turn.
Our Sith, our resident Sith, who notoriously
Dirty, filthy Sith.
rolls horrible.
Bullets.
And I want to check what the range on it is, though. So bear with me.
45.
'cause it's-
Look at this squishy just running into combat, man.
He's like super powerful now. And
Yeah.
if you're using one of the dark things, since my new thing to do the rolls for you is bugged, I'll do the damage roll for you.
yeah. Okay, so let's
What
see.
are
So
you
for
planning on doing?
I'm doing shock.
Okay, that is one of them. So
He's going to do
Shocking.
Shaka Khan.
you will roll the attack, and I will roll the damage, which should make it a lot lower.
Boom.
All right. Did it hit? It did. Grief. How did it happen?
Well,
Well,
because we've got many wonderful things working in my favor.
Again, uninspiring. Next.
Uninspiring. How did it happen?
Uninspiring. I'm going to start taking a negative. Remember, we have the
No,
negative inspiration roll.
I don't like
that
the
we
sound of that.
incorporated.
you should have said
I
you
will-
rolled in, you pointed
Gosh,
your
you can't tell
finger,
him that.
a lightning bolt
Yeah,
shoots out.
you're right.
Yeah,
It just-
you guys are boring. It's just the way it is. I'll start taking the inspiration off. Sauron moves out to the forefront, still within Tardak's little charming area. In case people
Gets
wonder,
my-
that's the boundary of his charming faint aura. You see, you feel like a shimmering area whenever you're there. So I've visually made it so you can see it. Good grief.
Okay, this is what happens. I come around the corner, TJ Hooker style. I shoot the guy in the crotch. He bends over to hold his crotch, and I shoots him right in the top of the head, and he just flies backwards.
All right.
TJ Hooker
I
style.
give him an inspiration for that
Who in the hell's TJ Hooker?
one. That's,
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
you're in that.
No, we're in Star
We're
Wars.
all
They
in
don't
that.
know that shit. Should be like Boba Fett.
There we
or
go.
Somebody like that. You know,
Are you
That's right.
okay,
I rolled
That is-
out like
that is
a
a good
bounty
gift
hunter.
right there.
That's right. Ooh, you caught him. Yeah, I better take that off. Thanks. I'll take that inspiration
Oh
off.
no!
Nice job.
Why is Kirk tackling Spock? I don't
Because
get it.
Spock is a bad guy on TJ Hooker.
Yeah,
Okay.
TJ Hooker.
Enter.
Nobody rides the hood of a car like TJ Hooker.
That was your turn, right? You got nothing else going?
Yes, that is it.
Okay. All right. The Flesh Raider Berserker. He suddenly sees the party basically come out of the blue there. And he is like a berserker. And he starts running. Let's see, 60. Yeah, we'll go 60. He comes right up to you. That's his dash.
Hello to my little friend.
He looks hungry. And that's his turn.
He's hungry for your love.
So you've run up behind him. So
Yeah.
I guess you should get flanking.
Well, should get advantage, I would hope, from there.
That's what flanking gets you.
No.
And it did.
Ooh.
I saw that
Comes
one.
Through.
Yep.
All right. That's a lot of hit.
Ooh.
Ooh, he resisted. I like that.
So you resisted my kinetic damage. That's working.
Why was
Okay.
he... oh, there it is.
Not enough.
Interesting.
Not enough.
Surprising. This was smart enough to pick that up.
It's Zip. Zip comes around the corner.
Right there.
Murderbot 3000.
How do you guys like the step interface?
I like it because it keeps you from
Going
not
too
not
far.
going too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also now takes into account difficult terrain and other things automatically.
Ooh.
And
And
flying.
I have him. So I'll rage him,
Berserker.
which is a bonus action.
Okay.
Let me toggle one off. And I hit him.
Easily.
Oh my god.
Yay!
I will use his inspiration to
Okay,
roll.
hold
There
the
you
button
go.
again.
Look at you.
Let me take the 6 off. This was the Flesh Raider, right? Berserker?
The Berserker. Yeah.
He's using his vibrator.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to roll it again.
Mhm.
And
He's still standing.
and he gets 2 attacks. So the next attack.
Man, you got both your tanks in there.
I know, and they can't do
Even gets a
anything.
Turn.
Good simple blaster shot between the front teeth, and that's all over.
Good grief. Partially. Thank goodness he can resist some of this. And only because he's raging. You're traditionally someone in the back, but now that he's become a Sith apprentice, what's he going to do?
He's going to go here. So he's not going to be completely back there.
Standing in the
Yeah.
back like a good Sith.
Well, Mira was
And-
always the one running and hiding, as I recall.
He's puppeting. Show us that your Sith testicles have dropped.
So now he's going to take and he's going to cast shock.
Just like the old man. Look at that. What a hit.
Man. Oh, wait. Doc, you were doing that. Okay. That's okay. I was going to say I should do that.
That's good.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, but
No, that's fine. It wasn't lower than the 2 that it would have been, or 1.
Yeah.
So he's dead. Another one. He didn't even get a chance.
Mm-mm. That's the goal.
Yes, that's right.
That's
Your
not
Raider
the goal.
apprentice is ready to go.
The apprentices come. I'm like able to judge now how powerful you are. So the frustrator apprentice sees everybody dropping dead, and it's 60 feet, just barely in range. So you see the Flesh Raider apprentice like make all sorts of weird moves, and finally points it at Drac, and a bolt of invisible evilness comes toward him, and he saves and takes half the damage. So Drac, you just got hit in the back by a drained vitality.
I shake it off. I just flex my shoulders like I've been lifting some weights, Okay, that didn't hurt.
Head, and I think he's going to start to move. You know what? Did you acknowledge him, Rabbit?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, we will save you.
Okay.
I was originally trying to. I didn't realize I had that it was Mura. That was supposed to have been me. But it's. But
Got
yeah.
it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. He is now your pet. Now that you guys
Oh!
are to start. So Tukata, and I'll let you name him later. You now have full control of him. Okay?
Oh, dang.
You're ready to go. You can look at what his stuff is. Take a minute to see. He's got.
So
where are you going?
he's going to attack that guy, and the multi-attack is once with his bite and once. So he's going to do the poisonous stinger and the bite, because obviously poison is a good thing against whatever these things are.
I see he's targeted.
And now, is there any changes in the? Is it one click or two in
One
this
click.
point?
I think it's 2 clicks on these. They confuse me, right?
Ooh, he misses with the poisonous stinger.
Okay.
And he's going to
Bite.
try to bite.
And he misses.
He misses.
Bite.
So is Boobs now a fembot? Is that what's happening?
No,
We need a
you guys
wig for
named him
Boobs.
that. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Because
It's
it's
like you play.
80085.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I mean,
00 BS.
She has him targeted and shoots.
Hit with an 8. Good grief. Even Boobs is doing heavy damage.
And I think she doesn't get an extra attack, so. And she shot him.
All right. Well, do these guys have. They're all melee guys. Well, I guess he's going to run over to the other side here. And
Flanky flank.
do a. He basically leans in and takes a feasting bite, which he can do once a day.
Ooch. And he misses.
Good grief, my rolls.
Better luck tomorrow.
That would have been cool because he could get temporary hit points.
there will be no feasting today.
Yeah. No feasting today, and he did his one feasting bite. The other Flesh Raider is also going to do a feasting bite.
And he
Why
hits.
was that not at advantage?
I don't know.
And it missed.
No, he hit.
No, he hit. Oh, I forgot to target.
Oh,
You got to
Oh,
roll
Would
it
have
again.
hit. So we, by the rules of our always game, we forget to do something wrong, we have to do it again. Oh yes.
oh no!
What
He
happened
rolled
there?
not one but 2 20s.
Well, that's it for
Wouldn't
you.
have mattered.
No.
Okay, so he basically got it's not a whole lot of damage. That's doubled the damage, so 6. So he actually gets 6 temporary hit points. Very cool.
I
That's
don't
his
like it.
turn. You just saw him take a chunk out of the shoulder of your pet.
Cujo, what have they done to you?
Is that what you're naming him?
I mean, is he diseased?
No.
Now his name is going to be Rage.
It should be
Is that what you're gonna name
Tecate.
him? Or do you want
Yes,
to
I'm going to name him Rage. No, I'll name him Rage. I think that's appropriate for a Sith pet.
Okay. You know he's a Takata, so I'm just going to call him Rage. Okay?
Okay, so he has made me very angry indeed.
Are you tired of being the Flesh Raider?
And he is going to take, and he is now going to feel the wrath.
Now remember, if it's one of those dark things,
They're all one of those, unless I.
you got some universal ones too. Saber throw.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
fishbowl.
yeah, but they're not nearly as cool, and they don't get they don't get the fun bonus damage.
That's true. So what are you doing?
I'm doing shock. So I point my finger at this guy,
and you're marking off the points, right?
Oh, it's a cantrip. That's what's so great. Shock is a cantrip, and it hits like a It hits like a Mack truck.
It's the Eldritch Blast of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, exactly.
This is until I fix it to make the dice expression work in client. I'll do the host side damage, and you hit.
Okay.
Oh, no. Even with his points, his big 6 temporary hit points, he was ripped to shreds.
And basically, that it's like a bolt of it's not really full lightning, but it's more like a spark that comes out and connects between me and him for a second, and it's silver but tinged with blackness around the edges, and his head just explodes like in that movie Scanners, if you've ever seen that. Okay, so Mura, being the fine apprentice that he is, and having learned some dark force abilities from me, he is going to also try to shock that guy there.
Okay.
Probably won't kill him because he doesn't do as much because his powers in the force aren't as strong as mine. Yeah.
Because of that bug.
Okay. So
I'll roll it.
So because so it's a D10 plus whatever the bonuses would be. Yes. Oh yeah.
I can only roll good when you guys actually when it doesn't matter.
Yes.
You rolled 2 20s.
That's true. You did roll 2 20s earlier.
That's
and that's
for an advantage roll. I just needed one. It was like tossing the 20 away. If it were disadvantage, then it would be. Or are you muted again? Maybe it's
I can hear you.
He's going to shoot again.
He missed finally.
And he's done.
Maybe. Okay, wait. That's a long shot.
Move.
Nah. I'm not getting bit.
Bit by who?
I'm going to change your share to give you that.
Hit.
You guys never miss. What was that?
Second attack.
Oh, he's
Wah, 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 wah.
finally Tardak. You're not so
Righty then.
charming to some of the guys out there.
Nope, they have moved away from me.
Hey, that's what us fighters do. We move into battle.
Yeah, I'll move over here and give everybody some love, except for Dash, who's hiding in Zip. I don't see anything. Okay, there's one left. I had to zoom all the way out to see him. I guess I'm gonna move a little closer here. Yeah, why not? Okay. So Tardak is going to raise his wrist launcher and point it at the remaining guy.
You're chewing up your missiles, right?
Yeah, it's automatically taking them off.
Yeah. Just at some point,
doing-
we'll have to go back to your inventory and remove those, and then
That's the only guy I see, right? I don't see anything
Yeah,
else.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
they did not last long.
Okay. Wrist launcher. Attack. Ooh.
20.
Wait, that was dropped, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he got a
You got a
13.
13. Yeah, it's hard to miss anyway.
Yep.
Okay, I see the
Okay.
cool graphics of your shot missile.
Yeah.
That's the kinetic. And
Yep.
then nobody's within 15 feet, so just roll the saving throw.
Okay.
What are you doing? Saving throw? Is that
I just clicked the saving throw. Yeah.
Succeeded.
It says Dex DC 14.
disadvantage? Oh, right.
So he gets half damage, right? Should.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why. Oh, because you know what's confusing is
Zero.
when you, as a person, have disadvantage for the range and you're doing a saving throw. Their
Right.
saving throw gets advantage, and it always
It's
confuses me because it's like the opposite, but it's
Yep.
correct.
Okay. And
All
end
right,
turn.
he's still standing.
He is.
Well, all of a sudden, you hear a from off to the other side of the temple. And
What other side?
what other side?
Yeah, which
guess-
direction is
I
it
guess
coming
you won't
from?
know.
I see it now. I see him coming.
Now,
Guess what?
this raging creature just
Whoop.
rounded the temple, and the people with high intelligence, including the Sith, since this was a creature created by the Sith, this animal.
Nature.
Nature. Yeah, sure. Let's go with nature. All four of you do nature. That's Dash, Salarin, Ravik, and Mira.
I think they all got it,
Yeah,
except for whoever
well,
bowled
two
the
of them
one.
did it anyway.
Yeah, let me get
You
Mura going here.
notice that as it comes around the corner, it first looks at the non-humanoid flesh ravager, who's an aberration. Okay, and kind of started running toward him, and then sniffed and kind of went the other way and started running for the robot Zip, and sniffed, and now he's kind of looking toward all six of you with satisfaction.
Even boobs.
Because humanoids
Not
are
boobs.
how it propagates.
I'm not a human.
You are. You're a humanoid.
You're humanoid.
Drac. So you notice this creature coming around.
Yep. Okay. Well,
And
I guess
it's
time.
not something, obviously, from it looking at the other ones.
I know.
It's not something it's just a marauding creature that happened across all this racket out here.
I'm just going to go in and get face to face with him.
It's what you do. And of course.
next attack.
Attacks with all those dice.
Because it's 3D
It's
slap.
a great sword. It's a great sword.
Giving you guys
And I'm
two
done.
little.
Now you're like 20.
He's going to go ahead and do his
25.
full 60. And he's going to run this way. He didn't like to share. Okay, Flush Raider is going to go ahead and continue with his Drain Vitality and try and go for another saving throw on it. Naturally, I roll it. So
And
it
I
saves
succeeded.
half that. Wait, isn't it supposed to be half that?
Should be. But I might not because I'm in. Well, should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yep.
Drain Vitality, Necrotic. 6. Save Constitution. You saved. I'm going to put it to 3 and figure it out later.
Okay.
He never misses. Wounds him. Rage.
Rage is so he can only move. Let's see.
30 feet.
30, you can see it on his tab.
Yeah.
Don't forget there are posts out there. So
I'm trying to move him.
well,
You
I
got
can't
it.
move any
That's 30
further.
feet.
yeah, that's 30.
Okay, so he's done.
All right. Lagul. Targeted. That was super unbright. All right. So he goes, and of course now he
And he
misses.
misses.
That's right. Yeah.
Somebody want to give me inspiration?
Oh,
Pardak.
Dark.
All right. Okay, this guy's pretty close to me. So I guess I'm going to attack him with the. I'm going to draw my blaster pistol, aim it at this guy's head. Target this raccoon. And I fired. And I hit. Okay.
He's still on his feet.
Yep. All right. I guess that's the end of my turn.
Drac.
I target the ghoul. I thought. Control. There you go. And I swing batter. Did I hit? Oh, shit. I missed. I'll use an
Finally.
inspiration.
Okay.
And I swing my hit again. And I swing again. Okay, and then I move. Not leaving his thing, his range of attack. To there. And I end my turn.
You're
You're getting a crackling over your radios, over your comms.
Oh, we are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you read?
Yep.
Everybody see that?
Yep.
yikes.
Oh yeah.
So, while this is going on, your ships are under attack, and you didn't leave the access codes for the people you left there and the bots you left there to use the ship's defensive weapons, offensive weapons. Obviously, you wouldn't want them to fly off with it. You don't trust them that much, but you need to give them some access if you plan to have your ships there when you get back.
Well, can somebody give them access?
Whoever the captain
Over the con?
is.
Ain't
Each
me.
ship,
I can give codes to the ship that I'm in.
you should,
And I guess,
you
is
should
it,
have
it-
the ones who have the ship
I have
key
it.
card. There are
let
two
me see
ships.
if I have one.
Yeah, I've got data card YKL 37R Nova Courier.
Yeah, and Zip will give them access to the whatever guns
the other
on
one?
the YT 1300 light freighter.
Yep. Well, there's a bounty in the first degree.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's fine. Okay, so you transmit those while this fight's going on, and after this fight and our break, we will be transferring to another part of the world, to another
Yay.
set of NPCs that you will be controlling the NPCs versus NPCs.
Okay.
Okay. So Mura's gonna try to hit this guy with a shock.
Yes,
And he
finally.
misses. And he waggles his fingers and swears.
I
The
have
thing
my
that tells
CT
you.
configured so that I know when I'm targeting someone or anyone's targeting someone, and I just keep not looking. All right. Yeah, the hardest guy to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And again, rage.
Rage. So Rage is going to take and going to do the his bite. We're going to try to anyhow.
Why did it? You got
Because he's got
advantage by-
flanking.
Flanking by drag. Yeah. Lucky he did. Heavy damage.
And now he's going to also swing with his claw.
Uh-oh.
And he critical hit.
Yeah. He's still standing.
Yep.
Dash.
Not for long.
Reload.
Bonus action. Always have that as
You. Yep.
And they killed him without contracting any diseases. That's so unfair.
Boobs.
Okay.
Well, there's still
we've
one
still
guy
got
left.
One guy left.
We still got the force caster guy that needs to die.
Yep, and it's Boob's turn. Or you can just let him go. He looks like he's starting to run.
Hell no. Nobody gets
Yeah.
away from us.
Yeah.
40 feet. Boobs.
Better get lucky on the roll. And of course, never miss.
Max damage.
And she's
Still
done.
standing. Ravik.
Ravik.
Well. He is just going to have to take And he's just going to have to die just
You have to
because.
target him. Okay. You doing your Shocky?
Yes, I am.
The new Eldritch
Because-
Blast?
Well, I mean, it's for a cantrip, it hits like a freight train.
You
And
need to talk to Dash about the Eldritch Blast.
exactly.
We'll have to tell you.
So now we're going to do the.
The attack roll.
Yes.
Saving throw, whatever it is. Attack, I guess. Next to shot. Good.
Boom, he's dead.
Oh, look, it re-rolled the dice. The new feature.
Yes, I saw that.
He's dead.
That's a shame. That is a shame.
Another dead. Bites the dust.
and
at
no
this
loot
point-
drop.
We can clear the
We switch.
initiatives. And we are going to shift maps during the break. As your ship are currently under attack and your people have just been given the codes to control the doors and some of the guns that can reach the ground, but they're not taking off or anything. In fears they might take the ship. You never know. Two of those guys you had captured raiding your ship.
Yep.
They turned. You pay them well.
So we taking a break?
We're taking a break. And
Okay.
all of you should have 2 NPCs. One from the bounty and one from first degree. Then you have to zoom out. Right now, the distance to the enemy is 385 feet.
385. Yep.
Jeez.
The only guys with range are the tank and the ships.
They're gonna have to duke it out first couple of rounds, and
Well,
Yep.
you guys, you can either
I
wait
guess-
for them to come, or you can get closer where you can shoot.
All right, what's our strategy here, guys? Do we want to run out and meet them head on, or hold her?
If you look at
hold her
your
down?
thing is 240 feet at the
40
outside
feet.
range.
That
Yeah.
you
So
can shoot.
that's
Let's-
what about somewhere
let
around
them
here
come to us.
is around along this line,
Yep.
and they'll have a couple rounds to come, and then the ships will be opening up, and the tank will be opening up first because they have 2 rounds. So they've seen you all pile out of the ships, and now they're kind of going, huh? There were people in there. So what are you
Do it.
doing, Sly? Need to know.
Yeah,
you
I'm just gonna hold
hold.
my
and turn.
action. Yep.
And I take it these are like sand dunes.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
sand, but you can see over them.
Okay.
There's no particular cover. 10 of 30? 30 of 30? Now, if you want to dash, I'll hit the brush.
No.
You good there?
No. Yeah, I'm staying here. I want to stay within the command aura, but at the same time, I don't know what kind of weapons that tank has, and I don't want to be in like close to some AoE bomb effect or something.
Okay. End turn. Now, you notice you have call to attack up to 3 allies within 120 feet. This officer can hear. Use your reaction to make one weapon attack from them.
Mm-hmm. When the time is right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
think
mean,
that
they burn
lasts.
to
very
their
long.
reactions, but they can when it's. Ooh. Well, he's definitely in range.
I gotta check.
Blaster rifle, 400 feet.
Yep.
You're gonna start blasting.
Oh yeah.
Hit
Oh.
anyway.
It hit.
Yeah. He's wounded. The first fire has occurred. He's going to dash.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Because he can
So
repair
4Q.
and
Yeah, yeah.
shoot.
We can also control the ship. 4Q. Right. And that's first degree.
Yep.
So I've put you there. And then
Yep.
you'll have one of the rear laser turrets. And it's still not this turn, okay?
No, it's another turn after that.
Right. And I'll move him into the PCs so he's off the screen. And VM, what you doing?
He moved.
Okay.
I moved.
Did you want
And
to
I'm-
sprint or?
No,
Just
because I'm
moving.
targeting this guy.
Okay. You in range to fire? You are.
Yes, I am.
100 tilt disadvantage.
So that would be the blaster rifle. So
Now, if you
double click.
remember, which you probably don't, our last desert conflict, do you remember people going prone
Yep.
and firing?
Yes.
That's what I.
So that
That's
they
what
could-
I was going to do.
Yeah. So they're sprinting up to meet you because they don't like to sit around and wait.
So it's my guy.
Navy
I'm going to
trooper.
dash.
Okay. Just go the
I wanna
30 and then
dash.
that's fine. Go the 30 and then I'll free it. Okay. Go another 30. Go
Come
another
on.
30.
I'm trying.
I think there's a little lag. This is something new for me, so. He's targeted now, right? So I'll have to target him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I get 2 attacks.
No. You're not
It
in
says
2
laser cannon 2.
Oh, 2. You're right. It's 2 laser cannons with 2 attacks each. You are correct. You get 2
Yep.
attacks. Missed. Yeah, I'll figure this
'Cause I'm
out
sure
by
we're
the
gonna
time we
run
get
it-
back because this makes no sense except that it has a piece of text. Yeah, and it says the effects there. Oh, here it is. DT15. Yeah, see that damage threshold that's only visible to me?
You got to do more than 15 to get through it because you get through the armor, right?
Go ahead and roll the
That's what you
damage
gotta do.
now. I deleted that. Because it's actually doubled the damage. So we'll assume whatever damage is above from those things. There.
Mhm.
That worked. So you get 2 shots. You missed one and got
I already
one.
did.
Right?
I missed one and got one. Yep.
All right. And then end turn.
Yep.
Now it's his turn,
Okay,
so let me
doing
just
his-
take his turn. He gets a multi-attack. 2 laser cannon attacks. Or 1
Pew-pew.
blaster cannon volley. So he is going to target... Who just shot him? The bounty or first degree?
The first degree.
So he targets first degree. And he's going to do a blaster. Why am I rolling these things?
The hell's that?
So he
Did you
did
hit?
0 because your shield absorbed a bunch
Absorb it.
and that used it. And this is a roll 5 for the blaster cannon. He doesn't get that very often. And frightful, each creature of the tank's choice that is within 80 feet of the tank and aware of it must succeed on a DC 12 wisdom throw or become frightened for 1 minute. That'll be
There's no
interesting.
80 feet.
So the reason we're taking off the DT-15 is because starships have a lot more firepower than normal
Yep.
blaster fire.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so typically what you do is it's 10 times more than that. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking off the DT and we'll apply it for now. Sorry about this. I should have thought this
That's
out.
okay. Thanks, man.
I need to realize that one, big distances take time to cover.
Yep.
And like our normal Starship things, everybody's a Starship. So everything works out okay. But here I combined ground and people. And you don't have control of the ship completely.
And ships. Ships and ground and vehicles.
And vehicles, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to do it all.